of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
You know what? That's why I can't wait till I see you, bro. I'm gonna punch on you. You're like, oh shit, Indian. Nah, ain't that shit, dickhead. Tink, tink. Oh man. Yeah, look at he into it now. I'm about to go slice that nigga.
Let's go, you tighten up. Check 52.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go, D. Check 43.
They run it here with Gordon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Vaughn. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike. Hey, Echo.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Check. 80 weapons. Crunch. Rip 5-2. I'm here. Been a long day for you. 49.
Throwing now is Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 49. Mike Bravo. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Off the play fake. Vaughn. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Let's fly two.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Trey 15. Hey, two. What's that?
Now Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, come on, now. 49.
Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's got some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They run on first down with Jackson, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. This is Gordon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They fake the give. Now Wentz escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Excuse me.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. He had the start to his season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. And incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6.
Now Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Brought down by Nate Gary.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Back to throw. Vaughn. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Check 13. Check 13. Anyway. Listen. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. He's time to win.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Switch gears.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Pick it up. Switch. Sunday.
Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Rip right. Mike's 49. Hey, Alpha. Stop your whining. 49's the mic.
Wentz now on first down. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing is Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
49's the mic. Watch 49. He don't know. Hey, high 7. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Tighten up.
Wentz now to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. That one goes for 24 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 29, Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the left side. It's Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Got him in. Open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
Desmond King right there,
Extra
though.
point splits the uprights.
I
And the
fucking
lead is
read
now
that
10 to
shit.
7.
That's a
Out
fucking
is the
kick.
kickoff unit as they
You
run
can't
up
get
and
kicked
send
when
this one
that
away.
fucking
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vaughn. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th
I
down.
ain't gonna lie, bro.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
If they knew that their roster was going to look like that, they probably wouldn't even have a Christmas game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Any more bag?
Yeah, but
No, I got it.
my nigga Carter, young. This nigga thought he was a motherfucking. I don't know what the fuck he thought. This nigga took over.
Here's
Man, the
Wentz to
ball you
throw.
getting, I crushed that.
And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. 4 yards on the...
I told you about the bullshit.
Completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Waiting. Set the tone, defense. Man, 5-7. Defense, let's go. Hey, Delta. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Aguilar has it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Go. 280. 87. 49. Go. Bring it.
Now a play fake. Wentz. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here we go. Back. 120. Two jet. Sunday. 5. Here, sit. 49 the mic.
Now Wentz again. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
No!
They'll run
We
it
got
down
up.
on the gun.
We've been coming so loud.
And some room to work. That one good for 33 and a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
49 the mic.
Now Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
I don't know, bro. Why?
That nigga ducking.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, check.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Nah, that nigga Tatum definitely alright. That nigga no bullshit.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Big facts.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Soft. Nigga Tatum got a dog in him. Yeah.
He's coming. Hey, orbit.
So,
Working
like,
from the
what
gun.
is it?
Wentz steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
You said you can't wait for the Bucs to do what?
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him. And the final play of quarter number 3. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
You said the freshman, that nigga Carlton.
57.
From the gun, it's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. It's a foot race. The 30. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with the lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio.
It's going to get ugly.
And the lead is now 14-10.
It's a proven fact, though, Rich. Like, you can go to the tape.
Away following that fumble return.
You can go to the tape. He ain't talking like ifs and ands. He talking what happened. He talking what happened. The only nigga out
the line
East
is
that
Philly
stopped
offense
Giannis,
set to go.
we not
They'll
about
be
to
looking
sit
to
and
start
act crazy.
fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things, and you know in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told,
I just seen him hit that little shimmy, jumper jump.
And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, he is.
Let's go, Great. Great 15.
Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they're going to get this beyond
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
All right. Give me some.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Jason Tatum, a straight dog.
I know, right?
On first down, Hubbard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Continues to be a struggle for this offense in this home crowd. They're going a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Kemba is a lovely piece, but that team probably definitely is Jason Tatum.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Murray. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Hubbard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard. And for
I
one of the
just
few
say, he
times
act
here
like
today,
they
this
got
one's
like
not going to go
pure
anywhere.
scores over there.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
49's a month. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 49. Hey, let's go.
Wentz going to throw. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Bravo.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Over there having fun.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Back
Y'all
to the
still
air on
talking about
second down.
Tobias Harris?
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Ben Simmons. Oh,
and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now Wentz on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
I really don't think that's enough to beat a team like motherfucking the Bucks or somebody. I don't even think that's enough to beat Boston.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. This is Gordon as they go to him again. It'll be a 5-yard pickup.
Once again, that's where it gets down to that go.
Manageable 3rd and 8.
He don't got that shit in him.
I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Check three.
On third down, Vaughn. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second and very short, Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown.
Well, all that shit sounds dumb. So at the end of the day, when is the man going to say this shit is stupid and get up?
I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
That shit sounds like excuses.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, struggles continue.
You want to open the door?
Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
The niggas definitely saw starting in Harden when he was on the motherfucking Thunder, though. Niggas definitely saw a star hard when he was playing with motherfucking the Thunder, though. That's why niggas was mad. That's why niggas was mad.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, in this one...